the Terminator Salvation the other day. Wow, was that bad? I don't understand it, but I think I can put it in perspective by just showing you this picture right here. Look at this picture. He is shooting a robot with bullets. How does that kill the Terminators? It's so retarded. Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean Mooney, Gobbledygooker, set for action. What is going on with this? And how. Uh, the thing about the Terminator franchise, the first two movies made everything sort of make sense. And then the third movie kind of ruined it for me. Because the first two movies were about protecting John Connor, making sure that John Connor stayed alive so that he could lead the resistance to the victory. That was one of his first two movies, set in stone. John Connor survives. He is our guy for the resistance. He leads us to victory. Then Terminator 3, they kind of went, well, he led us 98% of the way, and then he got killed. So Catherine Brewster took over. And yeah, I don't buy that. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, in Terminator 2, okay, when they say when Sarah Connor is going to kill Dyson. Anybody remember this from the movie, right? Yeah. So it's going to kill Dyson, and John Connor is flipping out because he's like, "Oh my God, she's gonna kill him. She's gonna blow him away." And the Terminator says, "Doing this might actually prevent Judgment Day." Right? That's what he said. More or less what he said. That would prevent Judgment Day if they did that. Um, so why in the third movie did they just totally run over that and go, no, no, you can't stop Judgment Day. It's inevitable. Well, why was there such a big deal about killing Dyson anyway? So nobody was right in that situation. So she could have killed him. She could have saved him. Whatever happened, he died anyway. He blew himself up, and Judgment Day still happened. So that, wow, time paradox. I'm confused. Ugh. But yeah, this movie is really, really stupid. Uh, I don't know if I should spoil stuff, so I'll just spoil one thing here. Um, well, two things. Uh, Skynet, the entity, faceless villain of the movie, Skynet facility guarded by one unarmed Terminator. Huh. Kind of figured that plan that they had would have been a little better than that. And two, why in the blue hell did they kidnap Kyle Reese in this movie and keep him alive? Wouldn't you want to take him out so he doesn't actually father John Connor and create another time paradox? Because obviously that is before he is sent back because he's still alive. Because he didn't come back when he was doing his mission. So this is obviously before the first Terminator. So why wouldn't he, kill him? Wouldn't that make much more sense? Although I did read the original ending, and that would have been way better. The original ending is like Marcus, who's the Terminator human thing that they have in the movie. He leads them to Skynet, and he shuts down the defenses, and then they deactivate Skynet. And then John Connor and his forces bust in, and they see that Marcus has been taken offline, and they turn him back on, and he shoots them all in the face, and that would have been it. That would have been a better ending than the movie I saw. It's so bad. Arnold was just put me in there for like 2 seconds, and then I'll run around. Then you can CGI me the rest of the way. I don't really want to be in this movie. I think he knew it sucked. Let's move on. So I'm kind of in between not really caring and wondering how in the blue hell it happened. Um, the part of me that doesn't care is because it's the MTV Movie Awards, and MTV hasn't done anything significant since '93. So I don't even know why I'm even worried about it. But it just kind of bugs me. Can someone please explain to me how or why Twilight won any MTV Movie Awards or any awards, period? Let alone 5 that they wanted to show? Because I defy you to tell me that this movie is any better than this movie. Or if it can even hold a candle to this movie. Honestly, someone please tell me that's possible. Who is voting for this? This had to be a bunch of like 15-year-old girls that just went online and texted votes for like 20 minutes straight. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Oh man. Let's see. What else am I pissed off about? Oh yeah, this Twitter business. Um, Twitter sucks. I'll just say that because I don't like Twitter because it's a useless feature. Like you show the whole world what you're doing, like you have no privacy whatsoever. Like anytime are you really gonna Twitter? I'm taking a dump right now, and have people comment on that? Like, so what? Like, there's so many celebrities that use Twitter. They tell them what they're doing. Like, people want to follow them. Like, I don't care what Mel Gibson or anybody like that is even doing. Okay, I don't care. And if you're not a celebrity, I care even less. I don't care that John from Arizona just bought a new house. Doesn't help me, doesn't impact me at all. Twitter needs to die. A slow, painful death. Okay, now that I've ranted about that, let's get back to... Should I get back to wrestling? Yeah, I'll get back to wrestling. Why not? Did anybody notice on this previous Raw when Ric Flair was wrestling? Well, Ric Flair was in a street fight to the finish, as they kept calling it, against Orton. Why was Orton in his wrestling gear? He didn't even wrestle that night. Like, what was he planning on doing before that? Why wasn't he in street clothes? I don't get it. But really, idiot moment of the night, after they lock the steel cage, Batista comes down. Like, what are you waiting for? What took you so long? What were you doing back there? Were you, like, putting on your t-shirt? Is that what took you so long? As soon as they started to lock the cage, you should have came out there. What were you waiting? What were you... Ugh, goodness. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is when they lock the cage and he's trying to open the door or whatever, and Flair is getting beat up in the ring with a cage over it by Orton, and Batista starts to climb the cage. I was saying that for about 5 minutes before he even attempted it. I'm like, why don't you just climb over the top? Wouldn't that make more sense? And then he goes, as soon as Orton hits the RKO, Batista drops off the cage and just stands there. And then he's shaking the cage, and I don't know what he's doing. It's really bad. And he's just standing there, and he's like, "Oh, Rick, please." And he's cursing at Orton.